What's going on, guys? King Shrats here, back another video on the channel, and today we went with a little bit of sweet tooth slash a review. We've got some French toast crusted with all berries. So it's all berries crusted French toast, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I got the idea from the Chit Chat Diner when I did that mukbang last week. I wanted to do kind of a low-fat version of it, so that is PB2 in there. It's not real peanut butter. We've got sugar-free jelly, fiber-rich sugar-free jelly, and as well as the toast was made with cinnamon raisin Ezekiel bread, so it's got a lot of layers to it. Hopefully it makes up for it, but we're going to see what that is about. But the real reason that I'm here today, you see this going on inside of me, I did locate and track down the Dunkaroo cereal. I'm a 90s baby, so you know what that Dunkaroo is, the vibes of the Dunkaroos. If you grew up in the 90s, you already know. They did make a comeback. I did find these in 7-Eleven as well. That's the OG Dunkaroos. They used to have like an animal shape to it. Now they got like that circle instead, but I do think they kind of do taste the same, but it just didn't bring the vibes as much as it did before. But I have tried those before, but Dunkaroo cereal is brand new. There should be hitting your stores anytime now. Supposedly the official release is January, but they've been popping up in different places. I found this in a ShopRite. If you're from my area, it's the ShopRite in Rochelle Park, New Jersey. They do have them. It's the only ShopRite that did. I tracked 3 of them down. I've also got the Dunkaroos cookies. Got this bag going on the side. I had to try these two. They were right next to them. You know, I can't resist Dunkaroos because it just brings me back to watching Nickelodeon back in the old days. So that is the complete meal. Also, I wanted to throw this in here because people don't really know what goes on behind my diet. This right here, I know it looks appetizing. It's not. I'm going to be completely honest with you. It is actually a veggie protein shake. I'm not going to say the brand yet because I kind of got some things going on behind the scenes. So if that works out, then I'll kind of like, you know, plug a little more. I will say this. Find something that doesn't have a proprietary blend. It's got basically a full day's worth of fruit and veggies, and it's chocolate flavored, and it's vegan protein. It tastes like chocolate flavored grass. I'm just gonna be completely honest with you, but it does the job for me when I have meals like this. I usually have one of these right before I record, but I'm gonna drink it on camera today. Sometime. Let me get into the French toast real quick. Quick bite, quick bite, quick bite. I already sliced some up. This is gonna be a complete mess, but you can see that inside, peanut butter, strawberry jelly. I'm team strawberry. We've been over this, haven't we? Hi, guys. This thing has so many layers to it. Wow. You get the peanut butter, of course. You get the jelly, the strawberry jelly. But the main thing, that crunchberry flavor on the outside, just adds that fruity vibe. Fruity vibe, wow. It adds that fruity vibe to it, as well as the cinnamon raisin going on in there. So it's got a double cinnamon French toast feel to it. I'm actually shocked. It's the first time I made these, and I know they don't look the best. And I'll be honest with you, when I was plating it, there was a motorcycle that rode past my house, and my dog, my German Shepherd Max, was at my feet. I kind of tripped over him, so they got a little messy. Surprising though. Okay. I don't want to hold y'all though. So what we're going to do is we're going to just move this over to the side real quick. Give me a second. Okay. Dunkaroo cereal. It's got 90s written all over it. I do like the fact that they got like some kind of like, they have really run with the whole throwback vibe to it. You can see what's going on in the back on here. Give you a quick read. This was then, this is now, the snack you love to dunk in the 90s, making a mega comeback right now into your cereal bowl. In 1992, it had a brick cell phone in your hand, and now it's a supercomputer. 92, renting VHS tapes. You know, streaming. I understand all this stuff. Basically, it's just telling you what we did as 90s kids and what kind of, you know, the Gen Zers and above are doing now. But the millennials will definitely dig the vibe, and this Generation X, which is the generation before me, will also know what it feels like. But let me just get into the cereal. You can see this is a completely brand new box. I have not opened it. I don't know what the cereal looks like. I don't have a good feeling about this. Dunkaroos, please don't let me down. This is like, I feel like watching Tommy Pickles right now in the squad. I was always team Tommy Pickles. Alright, let's pour it a little bit. I don't know how I'm going to feel about these, so I'm not sure. I'm just going to do a little bit for right now, but let me give you a close-up of what these bad boys look like. They look like the same shape as Cookie Crisp. In the smell test, I don't know because my hands are covered in peanut butter. I got big nostrils, so we'll be able to get this. I can smell the Dunkaroo-ness. Now, the thing that I am really worried about, being completely honest, of course, because I'm an idiot who drinks almond milk, it might not work as best, but the main part of Dunkaroos, even as a kid, when they came in that lovely package like this, was the cream. And that is like what made the Dunkaroo. Without the cream, you just had a weird sugar cookie thing, and that's just not really what it's supposed to be. But let's just get into it. Make sure we milk this up enough, because I think the milk is supposed to add a little bit of like a cream aspect to it. I'm hoping it does. Dunkaroos, man. Please. I'm begging you. I'm begging you for your boy. One time. Okay, hold on. That's not a good. That's a good right here. Let me get a little milk. Okay. What am I even saying right now? All right. I'll say this. I'm not gonna lie, when I saw the box, I thought this was gonna be like not good at all. Being honest, like I had low expectations because Cookie Crisp had like a birthday flavored one, and it looked like this, but with a little less like sprinkles, and it was terrible. This isn't terrible. You get what they're trying to do. You do get that sprinkle flavor that you get from Dunkaroos. I think it would have probably been better if I wasn't such a health nut, ironically, and used real milk. I did use less sugar. Hey, you don't want to drink that. Less sugar instead of regular unsweetened, so it did add a little bit of sweet to it, but I can dig it. I don't know what anyone has said about these yet, because they're relatively new, and I haven't seen many reviews on it. The more I eat them, the more I'm getting sweet. They're definitely not bland, they're sweet, which is good. And the sprinkles do add, don't fall. What you see here, I can't see because you're around, but you see these little things right here? Even on the cookie, they do have that same vibe, and you get that taste from there. The milk adds a little bit of that cream aspect to it. I'd eat them. I mean, I don't have anything. They're not goated. Like, you can't put these up with like Reese's Puffs and things of that nature. I think I like these a lot more than I would have, because I thought they were going to be horrible. And they're not horrible. They're a decent cereal. Would I like go out of my way to get them? No, I think it's more of like a collector's item. If someone put them in front of me, I obviously wouldn't throw them out of my house. Clearly, because I'm eating the whole thing. But they're really not bad at all. They do taste like Dunkaroos. It puts you in the mind. If I didn't have this box here, and you knew what Dunkaroos tasted like, and you started eating the cereal, you would believe that you were like, oh, this is Dunkaroos. At least in my opinion. I'm again, haven't seen a single review yet. If you're a fan of Dunkaroos, you're a cereal fan, I wouldn't say go out of your way to get them, but when you see them, cop them, give them a shot. Maybe you'll like them even more than I did, but I do like them. Again, how did that happen? I just got a Dunkaroo stuck like in my molar. Worth the buy. 100% worth the buy. To me. I'm sure there's a lot of reviewers coming out, because they're rolling out now, that are probably say they don't like them. But I don't have a very distinguished palate. And as long as something doesn't taste like pickles, I don't resent it. But I'm telling you this from my own personal opinion. I do think they're worth a buy. I'm going to tell you this. I would be hard pressed to find somebody that would say that these are goated, though. It's just a good cereal. You know, not a great cereal. But I think if you're a Dunkaroo fan, and like, you know, the nostalgia and the collectors, because I don't know if this is like a forever thing, or if it's limited edition. It doesn't say limited edition on the box, so they might be forever. But you know how they are with cereals. General Mills Post, sometimes they just, you know, pull them off the shelves, which I'm still a little upset about with certain cereals. But you can take the whole thing. No problem with it. So, let me see something. This is the ultimate test. I'm gonna open these. This still upsets me. I'm serious. The old Dunkaroos did not have this circle D, like this pendant thing going on. And I liked the shape. They used to have like a kangaroo shape, because kind of that's why they called them Dunkaroos. Maybe I'm just old and I'm getting old and I forget, but let me just see what this is like as a comparison to the cereal. I'm glad I got these. They put you in the same mind. The thing about the cereal compared to the Dunkaroos, the cereal isn't as sweet. It does give you that same flavor, but it's what I was saying before. The icing aspect of the Dunkaroos that all kids, 90s kids, I don't care what generation you're from, loved, was that frosting. And it's very hard to duplicate that frosting in a cereal. I think maybe if they would have frosted the cereal, like a Frosted Flakes, like made them a little sweeter. I'm an American, man. We like our stuff really, really sweet. I know other countries the cereal and stuff isn't as sweet, but I like a sweet cereal, and it's kind of why I'm down on certain things like Trix. Trix came back, like the formula changed, and it's not as sweet, and I'm just not a bigger fan, which is why Fruity Pebbles to me are my top 3 cereals, because they're really sweet, and that's what I want in a cereal. Like, I'm not having cereal as a health snack. This is not what I'm having for health. That is. So, sweeten these up, and they, I think, would have been really, really good to get that icing aspect, but they missed out on that part. But it's still not a bad cereal. But I think your best bet is to do what your boy always does. Tell me I'm not to. Watch me. Watch me. No, you messing with it. Hold on. That's lit. Oh, hold on, we're doing something here. Dunkaroos. What we should have did. Oh, man, see? That's the cereal we want. Listen to your boy. You could have taken these right here. Taken these right here. And just put them in a bowl. And that would have been it. It's almost like my Teddy Grahams thing. I put Teddy Grahams in cereal, if you don't know. That would have been it perfect. I think if you want Dunkaroo cereal, no lie, find a bunch of these and just throw them in a bowl and eat them. I'm dead serious too. Yeah. Give me some of that. Hold on. Or this. This is Dunkaroo cereal, right? That's not bad. This right here is freaking excellent. Watch your boy. These cookies are like Dunkaroo cookies, man. It's a sugar cookie, but that icing is the same icing. I just tried it on the other one. It's the same exact icing, and they're. If you had to pick anything, get the cookies. Truth be told, you could just get this icing and find sugar cookies. If you can't find the Dunkaroo's cookies, it's the exact same thing. But you know how we are. If you're a foodie like I am, you want the bag, you want the box. That's the vibe. All in all, they're okay. Just not sweet enough to match up with the rest of the Dunkaroo's lineup. But I say still try them out. But if you really want to do what we're doing here, come back. Right here. Put those in a bowl. And then you got that sweet icing. If you don't drink the milk, I ain't even talking to you. That's the best part. Especially when you have something like Fruity Pebbles or Reese's Puffs. But not bad. That'll conclude my review. We're going to get back to this French toast and these Dunkaroo's cookies because they are delicious. And I got like a fat kid vibe going on right now. So I'm going to do something that I'm going to take these healthy versions of my protein French toast and we're just going to fatten them up a little bit. What are we saying to put a cookie in there? Dunkaroo cookie, French toast. I'd like to propose a new world order to sandwiches, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, French toast, any sweet sandwich. They should all come with a cookie inside. Wow. Obviously the crunch berries and the peanut butter and strawberry jelly are sweet enough, but now I just added like a whole new level of like fatness to it, and it's just... Y'all know I look at my food weird. If you don't, you're new to the channel and you last like and you hear this long, thank you very much. Hey, hit thumbs up and subscribe. I'm very strange. And the more we get to know each other, we'll get to respect that. And I'll respect your wishes and your well-being. But I do weird stuff, like stare at my food like I'm taking it on a date. I can't help it. Even the crunch. Because there's a bit of a crunch on the outside. But I ground up the cereal too much, so it doesn't have as much of a crunch, because I should have made crunchier. I used a food processor, and it was stupid. It was my first time doing it. We'll come back to it, it'll be better. The taste is definitely there. Wow. Y'all notice that I have not touched my veggie protein yet. I'm just about to pour my milk. I'm tired, bro. A lot of Christmas shopping, last minute work stuff. I'm also, if you're a person who drinks almond milk, I've always drank unsweetened. I said this in my other video, but they came out with another version which is less sugar, and it definitely tastes better than the unsweetened. The calories are identical. The lowest that you'll get is 25 calories, and usually it's 30 calories for a serving, which is the same. And there's about 3 grams of sugar in a serving, which is way less than like the normal almond milk. So I really suggest, if you can find it, you know, if you're calorie conscious like me on my non-eating challenge days. All right, I'm gonna eat one more cookie, then I'm gonna chug down that shake. Disgusting. But I want you guys to see what I put myself through. So that I can do eating challenges. Veggies and protein. And I will say this to you, unless you're a person who doesn't get enough protein in their diet or has a hard time eating vegetables, even though that is passable, I suggest you eat real food. I don't like to take shakes. I only started taking shakes when I started doing eating challenges. I think that the nutrition you eat, your diet, should come mainly from food. And this is a sacrifice that I had to make so that I can make content. I never drank shakes. 4 years of eating 1 meal a day, never drank shakes. And I had to start only for the reason of this, and get my vegetables in on the days where I'm not really eating much, or I'm eating something like this where there is some nutritional value, believe it or not, because the bread is Ezekiel bread, it's sprouted grains. You know, the peanut butter is fat-free, but there's no vegetables, there's no fruit, so I have to do things like this. And I was making my shake before I was going to go on camera, because I usually just drink it right beforehand. And I said, you know what, let me just drink it on camera and explain to people, because I know there's some people who do ask about my diet stuff in the comments, and I try to answer as best as I can. I'm going to try to do a Q&A soon too, like the New Year's coming, and my diet has drastically changed. Hey man, I know you want me to eat more of you, but you're not that dope. Like, you're dope, but like, I'm not, you know, I'm still going to call other women. I'm sorry. Okay. It honestly, it smells like a chocolate fish tank. Not kidding. shouldn't have did that. Oh God, it tastes like a chocolate fish tank too. But we move. What I usually do is I just chug it. Like, it doesn't taste good. I'm telling you that right now. So eat food. All right, bottoms up. Oh, that tastes like a fish tank, man. Mm. Quick, eat a cookie. I do have some other people, you know, fitness people that do things like that. They eat, you know, super greens, which is what that is, but it's, you know, with protein. They flavor it, which you can do. I just chug it because I don't care what it tastes like. As you can see, I'm doing just fine. It's not good on the way down, though. You can also chase it with a cookie. That's called balance. I'm totally doing that again, too. PB2 just doesn't move the same. But it's still good. It's like a... I probably shouldn't say this. Who cares? It's like a fake butt. Like, it's still good, but it doesn't move the same. You know what I mean? That's PB2. I was actually reading an article that was talking about the amount of cosmetic surgeries that people get. And specifically, like our age, well, not our, but my age group, which is like the 21 to 35, the number has drastically increased of people that do veneers, Botox, lip fillers, you know, and what I was talking about before, which is like the Brazilian butt lifting. And I think because it's become more popular and more accessible, more people are doing it, you know. I personally know people that have done some of that stuff. And it's crazy. You know, I'm not telling anybody what to do with their body. That's not my place. You know, if you're that unhappy with your appearance, then, and it truthfully, like, makes you feel better, gives you confidence or whatever, by all means. But I hope if you're going to do that kind of stuff, and that includes implants of any sort, your teeth, anything, just make sure that you do it for the right reasons. I feel like in this day and age, there's so many things on social media, not to mention the amount of filters, you know, face tuning, and things of that nature, as well as, you know, a lot of male and female models, fitness models, regular, like, not regular models, but like fashion models, you know, use a lot of those things and have a lot of those surgeries and things like that. And I think what it's doing is it's providing people with this ridiculously high sense of perfection that without those surgeries isn't realistic. I don't, and again, this is my personal opinion. I'm not telling anybody what to do with their bodies, but just make sure you do it for the right reasons. Like, you know, things like cellulite, things like stretch marks, like, you know, crow's feet on your eyes, like, that's what happens to people as they get older. I understand if you're in Hollywood and you feel as if you would, but me and most of us watching, you know, you guys watching are regular people. You know, and a lot of dudes are getting the hair, the plugs, the hairline, like Tory Lane's got it and Tiger got it. Like, you know, and the hairline stuff where you make it, they take it from the back of your head, they put it in the front. So, you know, I can understand that kind of stuff because like a lot of dudes, and people think I don't take my hat off for that reason. Like, I said this before. If you see me with my hat on, we probably dated. That's just my personal. I don't take my hat off for weird reasons. It is like the most intimate thing that I can do. I don't know why. Like, I just feel like I've always worn hats. It's a weird thing. I've said this a billion times. I like them, and I feel like it's a part of any outfit that I wear, anything. I wear hats 95% of the time, and that includes when no one's around. I don't put this hat on to go on camera. It's already on my head. This hat's been on my head all day, other than when I worked out. It's just like and I don't know if, like, you know, Linus with his blanket. I don't think it's a security blanket, but it's a weird thing. But, you know, I can understand why somebody would get teeth done, you know, all that stuff. But just be careful, because it's also an addictive thing. Tattoos are addicting. You're talking to somebody who, when I got my first tattoo, was thinking about getting another tattoo as I was getting the tattoo. So it's a slippery slope. It's an expensive slope, and sometimes you do the most. And I think you should embrace who you are. There's certain things that not even surgery can change. If you're a person who's petite, or if you're bigger, you know, embrace that kind of stuff about you. Like, I've said this before, and this is the honest to goodness truth. I'm a big dude. Like, even in high school, like, I'm 6'1". I'm 215 pounds. In high school, I was 230 pounds. And I had a lot more body fat. And most of my friends could go shopping at like those, you know, those stores. And, you know, I grew up in the suburbs, so like things like Abercrombie and Fitch were popular, or Hollister. I couldn't fit those jeans. And I was self-conscious about it because I couldn't even wear them. For real. And it made me feel bad about myself. I'm being like 100% real. I don't even know how many times, I probably said this a few times, but not on camera. I was really self-conscious about that kind of stuff, because I was a bigger dude. Like, but as I got older, especially when I went and played ball in college, like, everybody was a big dude, and people were trying to work like madmen to look like me. You know what I mean? And if you're a smaller guy, embrace that aspect too. Put on the Hollister jeans. Go outside with a slouch beanie like me and look like a Cali boy. You know what I'm saying? And I know women do that too. You know, the things they do it with breast size, they do it with butt size, height, weight. Just embrace and be confident and love who you are. Even at my skinniest, I was 200 pounds. And I know people that even at their heaviest were like 180. You get what I'm saying? So I had to learn how to accept certain things, like the scar on my face. I could have done more to remove it. And I used to be really self-conscious about it. Now I love it. And now I pick at it. Because I feel like it's unique and it makes me me. And don't ever change yourself for outward appearance and attention, or people liking you, because one, you might attract the wrong attention. And I'm not just talking about like physically or just anything. But two, you'll never be truly happy until you love yourself. You have to embrace and love yourself. No matter what. I didn't even try this syrup. You know that? I'm gonna do it on the last one. By the way, this is calorie-free syrup. There's no calories in it. 0. A lot of people think that it tastes like chemicals. And I'm here to tell you that those people are right. Which I don't notice. I'm so used to eating it. It doesn't bother me. That's really good. But embrace yourself. Love yourself. I know I say a lot of these things all the time, but I feel like behind closed doors, a lot of people are very self-conscious. You'll enjoy life a lot more when you realize that no matter what your physical appearance is, There is nothing more attractive than confidence. Nothing. And I'll be the first to tell you that I don't just like a certain type of woman. Of course, this is my opinion. You know, there's some people that are self-conscious about their weight or lack thereof. There are women out there who are skinny and really skinny that are beautiful. And there are women out there who are big, are beautiful. Like, big girls winning. I'm telling you. And the most attractive thing to anybody is that confidence. And I'm not talking about conceit or cockiness. I'm talking about confidence. Just being comfortable in your skin and being like, yeah, I know. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. For real. Because when I was younger, high school age, I was like the rest of the world that was trying to follow a certain type of woman. But when I got to college, big girls winning. I'm telling you, but it's the confidence. You don't have to be what society deems you as perfect, but you have to feel like you are that. I can't say the word. You know what I'm saying. In that sense. Not that you're better than anybody else, but you are. That's the difference. That's confidence, not conceit. Confidence is feeling good about yourself. Conceit, cockiness is feeling like you're better than other people. There's a difference. I think people get those misconstrued. Some people think I might come off as cocky. The truth of the matter is, and I don't think I'm better than anybody. I don't think I'm worse than anybody. But I like who I am. I'm not perfect. I surely make mistakes. And I'm not, just Adonis with perfect everything. And I have imperfections, but I embrace those things. And I feel like that's what made me truly happy. Is that I feel as if, one, I'm a good person. And two, like, I'm alright, man. I know who I am. And I'm proud of it. So, in order to get to that level of happiness and even being in love with another person, you gotta love yourself first. And don't use other people as a crutch to prop you up. You shouldn't, when you're finding a mate, be looking for somebody to build you up. You should be looking for somebody to compliment you. To make a good thing great. To, add something to, but not make you. That's not a healthy relationship. I think it's healthy when you want someone, but you don't need them. And the truth of the matter is, and I've said this to people I've dated, and it's the truth. It's not that I want to be without someone, but I'm perfectly fine by myself. And that's why when people ask me, why don't you eat with a girl? Where's your girlfriend? And all that stuff, like, I don't need it, man. I don't. First of all, I got this whole house for myself. I can do whatever I want in it. Somebody else came in here, they gotta tell me so. I don't want to hear that stuff. But that's the truth. I'm happy by myself. If someone came along and added to that happiness, awesome. But they're not gonna make my happiness. You know what I'm saying? And when you have someone who makes your happiness, I think it makes you tolerate bad relationships, and you'll stay in a bad relationship for a very long time. And me, one thing that I can tell you emphatically, and it wasn't always like this, if I'm in a bad situation, I will hit that eject button so fast, you'll never hear from me again. I'm out. I used to make that joke in my live streams all the time. But it was the truth. Like, if I smelled BS, I'm out. I'm out. That's it. And that's not because I'm being a jerk. It's because, personally, I know my worth. I think that at the end of the day, my worth is more than being treated like crap. This is my last cookie, by the way. I'm gonna miss y'all. You gotta get to that point. Your relationship will be better. Not on that, don't leave me and some person's treating you like crap. If somebody's treating you like crap, start over. Work on you, and when somebody comes to make it better, so be it. But until then, get yourself some Dunkaroos talking to a camera. I spit from them, I'm so sorry. I just did the thing. I said, why you do this? There it is. Be happy, know your self-worth, and know that before you start trying to build something with somebody else. That is the one I will leave you with. All in all, Dunkaroos were decent. The cookies were great, because it tastes like a Dunkaroo cookie, as well as the OG Dunkaroos. If you want Dunkaroo cereal, put that in some milk. You'll be happier. I keep reaching back here because I have a whole roll of paper towel, because I don't like having food on my face. But the French toast was actually slamming. A couple of things I could have did to make it better texture-wise, appearance-wise, which I will do next time. That was my first time making it. I've made French toast before, but not crusted French toast. And making it without trying to add, like, fat, extra calories, that was about, like, 1,200 calories for that French toast. And there was 10 slices of bread. So 10 slices itself is, in this case, like 800 calories, and it was only like 200 to 300 calories extra, adding the peanut butter and the jelly and the syrup and all of that. So, low calorie recipes are not as easy. You can't use full fat stuff and hide bad stuff with it. The cooking's got to be really on point. Something I learned over the years. I'm gonna try not to burp. That didn't work. Anyway, Christmas Eve, you'll be watching this. It'll be Christmas Eve when you're watching this. It is not Christmas Eve yet now as I'm eating this. There will be some content over Christmas. I got a lot of stuff. A lot of Christmas stuff. I'm not sure how I'm going to go about it. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a food challenge. I'm not sure how this is going to go. But as always, I thank you guys so much for your support. There will be content all through the weekend, all through Christmas, including Christmas. Make sure we'll have some Christmas content. But that's going to be the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. If you lasted this long, I don't know how you did, but thank you. I love you guys, and we'll be back tomorrow. Enjoy your holidays. I'll still be here all through them, but I'm going to keep saying it. Enjoy your holidays. I love you. Hand signs. They made it to YouTube.